People are deep shower, deep questions. Ask me questions. I thought I'd be saying like, what's your favorite color? But no, you guys dove into the deep end. So deep, so deep, so deep. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Let's talk love with Bologi Steven. And I'm super excited that you guys are here as usual. And I said last week that today I will be answering your questions. And I told you guys to ask me questions. And I compiled a few of the questions that came in from Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, and WhatsApp. Now, because you guys are super serious people. Yep, I said it. You guys are like deep, like ocean deep, kind of deep. So the questions that are here are not questions like, so I'm going to be answering only 7 questions today because these questions require something, so that this video is not too long. Maybe we'll do another one another time, and maybe then you guys will ask me simple questions like what's one I don't even know what's simple. I guess like me, like you. Okay, so without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with somebody. Let's jump into question 1. Question 1 is, how do you memorize your poems by heart when you minister? How do you go about it? Okay, so a little context. I'm a spoken word minister, artist, poet, all doing. And I have a few of my spoken word pieces on here. You should check it out. So I guess that's what the person is, that's what the person is talking about. How do I memorize? The truth is, I'm actually a visual person. I'm a visual person, so I remember things I see, especially when it comes to reading stuff. So even in school with reading, I always take notes. I'm that person whose notes is always complete. Because, not because I like writing so much, but because when I write, when I'm reading, I can see what I've written. And this is the funny part, it has to be my handwriting. So it's easier for me to remember something written in my handwriting than another person. So I would always write. So that said, my spoken word pieces, I write, then I review, I edit, I jazz it up, you know, I do all of that. Then I rewrite. So most times I end up writing my pieces at least 2-3 times, right? So the more I'm writing it, the more I'm learning it. That's 1. 2, I don't write like hard English. I write and I'm able to flow. So it's kind of like I'm talking. That's my style, really. So even when you read my book, you would see that it's like I'm having a conversation with you, because that's how I roll, right? So that makes it a bit easier to remember as well. Number 3, like I said, I'm visual, so I go through it over and over and over again. And the truth is that I'm actually quite good with memorizing, right? So I've always been quite good with memorizing. So basically, I write, I edit, I review, I rewrite like 3 times usually, and then I go through it, and then I learn it. And then really at the end of the day, no matter how much I memorize, yes, there have been times on stage that I will blank out because I know what I'm writing, right? I didn't just cram it so I can flow. I can just like freestyle, you know, and go with it. So yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, I would like to know how you got your body back barely a few months after childbirth. I get this question a lot. Sometimes as a question, sometimes as a tease, sometimes as a now wow, you're tensioning us. I want to say I'm not even going to treat this question very lightly because it's a big deal. Number 1, I haven't gotten my body back. Yes, contrary to what you might think. Well, let me talk about me. I don't know about everybody there. But I don't think I will go back to my pre-baby body. So even this body that looks like I've gotten my body back is still a new body, right? As for maybe what the person means is, oh, why am I still so slim? It looks like my tummy is back in. Truth is, I didn't have a very big bump. If you go through my pregnancy series, which is on this channel, you would see as well, I didn't really have a very big bump, 1. 2, I really didn't do anything because I had a CS, so I couldn't like all the whole pressing tummy, packing water. I didn't do that. So the truth is, I haven't done anything to get my body back. It's just, I guess, natural, or the way my body is set up right now with this childbirth. 1. 2, I haven't gotten my body back, and I doubt I ever will. In fact, I know I never will. I can never go back to pre-baby body. And honestly, that's fine. So right now, I'm in the process of loving this body and what it comes with, reminding myself that gave birth to a child. I know keep person that picking I born, or in English, I killed nobody. I just gave birth to a child. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Number 3. Why didn't you let your son look like his father small? Because I carried him for 9 months. I went into the theater. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the answer to that question is, because obviously I had no say in that. But this boy loved his father, right? I can tell you that. Besides, the father got the gender, so I guess I can get the resemblance, if that's an answer. This boy loves his father. You know, I was consoling myself that, oh, it's a boy, so it's going to be my personal boyfriend. Nope. I'm trying to console myself that maybe with a girl, she'll be mommy's bestie. My girl mom friends are like, nope. So I guess I gotta take the win that I have in the looks department. Like, this boy's father was going to work and the boy legit was crying.
Bye. Sorry, I'll see you later. Yeah? Take care of mommy. Take care of your mommy. We are going to eat. Bye. I love you. Bye.
So yeah, I don't know. God just decided to do me good on this one, I guess. Number 4. Have you made decisions before that you regret and it's still affecting you? Have I made decisions before that I regret? Yes! If you watch last week's video, you will see 5 of them. 5. Just 5 of the, I want to say thousands. But of course, I've made decisions that I regret. Still affecting you? Well, it depends on perspective. For example, when it comes to relationship mistakes, like the ones I discussed last week rather, I wouldn't say it's still affecting me, because I believe that everything I went through in those relationships, all the mistakes I made and whatever, brought me to where I am, brought me to my husband, and was part of the journey that made me who I am. So affect, but then I guess maybe in friendships, I have made certain decisions in friendships. I have made certain decisions that cost me friendship and all of that, and I guess maybe 1 or 2 I still have some that are affecting me. But the truth is, I just look at the lesson in it. I try. It's not like it's easy. I try to look at the lesson in every situation and just move on, because you get, I can't keep myself. I cannot come and go and die. I really cannot just die. I don't know. You should understand one of these ones I have said. But really, honestly, you can't kill yourself. So if you've made a decision that you regret, pick out the lesson and try and start moving on and learning the lesson. So yeah, you know me now. Answer question. I must give you lesson. Okay, number 5. Do you have marital challenges, and how do you go about them? First of all, I just want to tell you that I'm in an absolutely perfect marriage. There is nothing like challenge. There's nothing like fight. We have no arguments. We have no problems. In fact, we speak to each other in tones of love every single day. We go like, how do you do, darling? Ha, 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 I love you. That's how we do. And if you believe anything that I just said, you were absolutely wrong. I don't know where that came from. But honestly, really, no marriage is perfect. So we have our challenges, right? I don't know, the term marital challenges looks very serious. So I wouldn't say we have serious marital challenges. But of course, because we're 2 different human beings, we have challenges, right? We have disagreements. We have, not have, there's no R. We have disagreements. We have different points of view at things. Sometimes he does things that annoy me. Sometimes I do things that annoy him. And how do we handle them? So for things that are differences, like, oh, our personalities are clashing, my husband and I actually have a video here where we talked about how to handle different. I'll put the link, you can go check it out. So I won't talk about that angle. For other things, especially when it comes to me, when he does things that annoy me, I have learned, and I am still learning, how to bring it up properly. So I know that in my natural element, you know, I can be quite confrontational and all of that. So the Holy Spirit is really working on me to learn manner of approach, especially with my husband, to ensure that I don't, and the kind of husband I have, most times me, I will know that, Kai, this thing you said, you didn't say it the right way. He has the grace of not taking offense so much. So it then behoves on me not to take that for granted. So I think when we talk, I think that many times he doesn't necessarily he just like moves on, right? But I then bring it up and say, I know that what I said the other time, you didn't like it or whatever. And then if it's if it's him that upsets me, I try to say, okay, this is how what you said made me feel, right? Basically conversations, and then the Holy Spirit helping you in those conversations, so that you don't blow things out of proportion, so that you don't focus on the minor, so that you don't attack your spouse. So that's how we handle them. We have conversations, sometimes not immediately, because your manner may be wrong immediately, because you're still caught up in your emotions. Many times the Holy Spirit still has to deal with your heart before you can have those conversations. So conversations and the Holy Spirit really. And well, this is personal, so we haven't had to like bring in a third party yet, but for anybody, if it's something really serious and both of you are unable to reach an agreement, you can go to a respected mentor or disciple or pastor and address it. But yeah, that's that for that question. Number 6, what are those things you wish you could fix if you were given the chance? Everything in last week's video. Everything in last week's video. But then really, like I said, I really come from the perspective that everything, all my mistakes and all of that kind of made me the woman I am. They gave me a story to share with you guys now. I mean, if I didn't make those mistakes, I would have had content for last week. I said what I said. But really, 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 many of these things become stories that I can share and share lessons after God has taught me the lessons. So what are those things you wish you could fix if you were given the chance? Maybe some of the fights my mom and I've had, yeah. Maybe some of them, I would fix it, yeah. Maybe some of them I would fix it. Maybe some things I said to some people in the heat of the moment while you're emotional. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Thinking about it. Words that you say that you can never take back. So yes, if there are things I would fix, actually, it would most likely be maybe a hurtful word, a rude word, or something that I said to somebody that I know hurts them. I wish I could fix that. But since we can't fix it, we just learn from our mistakes, repair the relationships we can, and moving on. Finally, number 7. How do you cope with work, your passion, and then the person explained the passion? Teaching, scouting topics, making and editing videos, and your family. First of all, guys, let me be honest with you. I don't scout topics. At least, so far so good. I haven't scouted topics. Because I am so passionate about relationships and everything that I put on here, that it's not so much of scouting for topics. They just like come to me. I'm not even joking. They just like, I just see it everywhere. Like, I'm watching a movie, I see a topic. I'm reading something, I see a topic. I'm just there, I see a topic. So for the topics part, it really just comes to me. I don't scout. But basically, how do I cope? For this, these are things I am doing right now. So how do I cope and how do I balance? Number 1 is understanding my season. The season I'm in right now, for me, has more focus on my family, my husband and my child. So I have to put that in perspective, right? Number 2 is timetable, schedule, accountability. Now, I know that I'm going to put out a video Friday noon every week, unless something unforeseen and beyond my control happened, right? Probably health, emergency, all of that, right? So I have a schedule. Normally, I record Wednesday night. Now, I record into the night, right? Most times because, number 1, Ethan will be asleep. Number 2, environmental noise will be reduced, so that, you're not hearing, noise. Last week, the dog that was barking, that was actually, I recorded in the day. Even today, I'm recording in the day because of unforeseen things. So I have that kind of timetable, so it helps me. So I know that Wednesday night, I record. That helps me. So I record into the night. That helps. Accountability. I've put it out there to you guys that I'm going to bring out a video every week. So I am accountable to you. That helps me, right? Priority, like I talked about, knowing your season. So I know that if, as I'm recording this video, for example, if my son starts crying, he's my priority. I love you guys, but right now my son takes higher priority than you. It's just the truth. So knowing your priority knows, okay, so before I record, because you guys are also a priority, I have to settle my child. So I'm going to make sure he's well fed, his diaper is changed, and all of that before I now come and handle the next assignment. You get? So knowing what's priority. I also have a help, right? In last week's video, you heard me in the bloopers. You heard me call her name, and maybe one day you see her, because yeah. So she's more like family really than a help, and she stays with me, so that also helps. So know yourself. If you need help, it doesn't have to be a living help. It can be family or somebody that comes and goes, or a friend, because you might need help in a different thing than I need help. So get help, that helps. So right now she's with Ethan. Ethan is fine, he's well fed, they're playing in the room, and I can face you guys, right? Have a spouse that understands you. If you're not married, maybe the relationship you're in, or you look forward to being in, or if you have nobody, even your friends. So having people that know what is important to you and can help you, so that when you're slacking, they can be like, babe or guy, sit up, or you've not done this, you've not done that, and they help you bring you back up. So yeah, so how do you cope? And then when you're tired, rest. In being transparent, I'm always transparent with you guys. Today is Thursday, like I told you right now with this question. I record Wednesday night. Yesterday I had a long day. I was really tired. I also went to see my mom. She was supposed to make a trip. I went to see her. She made me go out. I got back home later than I thought. I'd had a long day prior to that. I was really, really knackered. But I was going to record, right? And then I got home. Ethan had a bath. I fed him. And he's told me to sleep off. He started playing, right? And I was just like, let me just take a quick nap. Then I'll get back when Bobo has slept and record. Guys, let's just say good morning. I actually woke up again. I slept like maybe past 9, and then I woke up like 11:30-ish, and I honestly could not record. So I just took the time to pray, read my Bible, I journaled, I did some work, and then I went back to sleep. And here I am on Thursday recording. What does that mean? I have to record today and edit today. It's the price you gotta pay. So, not to over-lengthen this, but have a schedule. Know what's priority to you. Know what season you're in. Have accountability for the things that you need to do. You know that you need to do. Be able to differentiate what is important, what is urgent, and what is, hey, maybe this would be nice to do, right? Have friends or a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend that understands what you're called to and is ready to help you get there. And at the end of the day, know that if you slip up, right, give yourself grace and make up for it. Don't kill yourself. Take care of your health. You don't have to do everything right now. Some things are not for this season. Some things are for next week or the week after or the week after. So just try and, put that. If you can have a daily to-do, I also do that, helps. Have a daily to-do list. Say, okay, I'm going to do this today. There's a way crushing your to-do list pumps you up to do more tomorrow. So if you're going to record, you don't have to record today. You can put that for tomorrow if today's work is already scheduled, and choked. So basically, that's kind of like how I cope. And I'm still coping, and I'm still finding my balance. So these are 7 questions I could answer, guys. Next time when I tell people to ask me questions, please ask me a like question, like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? Do you want to keep your hair natural? I have an answer for that already. Where did you go for your honeymoon? Light questions. Let's just come and just be asking me deep questions. Somebody has to be thinking of their life. I'm done. Okay, guys, bye. Okay, don't forget to subscribe again, like and share this video, and see you next week. Maybe I will have my husband with us next week. It's been a while, right? If you want to see him, tell him in the comments to come next week. All right, guys, bye. I can just what's the word? Freestyle. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I said I was going to say, what did I say I was going to say? I'm going to have to take that again. Oh, let's talk love. Okay, let's do this again.